Good morning and welcome back. I'm here with Kelly Lake at Bay Urban, where on this edition of Fitness Friday, we're going to learn a healthy alternative to potato skins. So Kelly, what are we working with this morning?
Oh, it's a lot healthier than the loads of cheese, bacon, and sour cream that you would find in a traditional potato skin. We have a sweet potato here. I've washed it because we're going to leave the skins on. It's going to add a nice dose of fiber to an already extra healthy potato alternative. So what we're doing is making rounds, and then we'll roast it in the oven, 450 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. But first we have to get through and make some sweet potato rounds. Make sure your knife is sharp and your thickness of your potato is just about, what would you say, quarter, half inch?
About a
half inch, perfect. So you'll get all these done. And the nice part about this part of it is you can do this ahead of time. If you're having a party, perhaps, you always look for those dishes that you can do ahead. So make your slices, make your rounds, put them in a plastic bag, and then toss it with the olive oil and salt and pepper. Put it in the refrigerator, pop it onto a baking tray when you're ready to go, and boom, 20 to 30 minutes later, you have nice and roasted slices. So we'll put these over here for now, and then we're gonna get started on the cilantro pesto. So traditional pesto is made with basil, which has definitely a different flavor than cilantro. But they're both herbs, and actually cilantro is the plant that came from the coriander seed. So you might have heard of coriander. Mm-hmm. This is also coriander. It's just the herb that grows once you let it grow. So take the cilantro and just slice this way. You can leave some of the stems with it, that's the nice part, because everything's going into the blender. We'll take that, and I have 2 bunches of cilantro. We want a lot of greens, and it's not just flavor that we're imparting into this dish. Cilantro actually is a really good source of vitamin K, and it gives you over 200% of your daily requirement for vitamin K in one serving, and it's a great source of iron, which is interesting, but you do find iron in a lot of dark leafy greens. So just a quick chop, then you're gonna pop it into your blender. Let's do that. And to this, you're gonna add 3/4 cup of drained and washed white beans, about 3/4 cup of walnuts, okay, and a little lemon juice, excuse me. You could use a lime juice for sure.
Whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, I happen to have lemons at home, so that's what I decided to go with. And that's what you can do whenever you're playing around in the kitchen. Try to find what you have on hand at your house and make something from it. Some of the best things I've ever made occurred by forgetting to go to the grocery store and having to make dinner. Ooh, this is a juicy one. But we want all of that great flavor and the liquid to make sure that this comes together in a nice sauce. Our last step, really quickly here, is to get some garlic in the dish. Ooh. When that garlic clove tricks you and you think it's one big garlic clove, it happens to just be 3 little ones. That's always fun. But no worries, we got it done. And then we'll do another, so 2 garlic cloves. Ooh, that smells delicious with that lemon. And the cilantro is kind of like a fresh, peppery flavor. So it really tastes good. Well, that's all we have to do. Besides, we've got to blend this up and bring it into a nice sauce. So let's do that next. Okay, so we have our sauce right out of the blender. And then once these sweet potatoes are roasted, pop them onto a serving tray or individual plate, top with a little bit of cilantro pesto, and you have a yummy, healthy, and delicious dish to serve your guests.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. This looks like a very delicious, healthy dish. And you know what? Right before Super Bowl Sunday, maybe some people want to make this up for their party.
I hope they do.
Awesome. Thanks so much.